and welcome back to the Angry Cook. That's me. It's day after Christmas, December 26th. We been busy the past couple of days. This is the first of two videos. Second one will be out Wednesday probably. This one's about cinnamon buns. My wife's family has a tradition on Christmas Day, Christmas morning, that they have iced cinnamon buns for breakfast. Right after they open the presents or before, during the opening the presents. So, as has been the habit in the past, I've made the cinnamon buns because I pretty much detest that crap that comes in the cylinders that you crack on the side of the table and throw in a bun. They all taste the same. Everything they make tastes the same. Everything. And the cinnamon buns aren't any different. So I made them. And I'm going to show you how. This is a no-knead cinnamon bread bun. This is a no-knead cinnamon bun with cream cheese icing. And we started Christmas Eve and finished up about 9:30 Christmas morning. Has a shorter rest, 8-hour rest, but that was overnight for me. Than the breads do, although the breads suggest 24 hours, and you know I do 24. These are, because they're sitting right there in the green, in the yellow, where is this thing over here? Right there. Not the salt, that. And they're good. And they were good yesterday with coffee. They were good my lunch today. So let's get on it, and we'll show you what it's all about. Take 4. Ingredients for our dough, for our cinnamon rolls. 1/4 stick of butter, 3½ cups of flour, 3 teaspoons of yeast, 3/4 cup of milk, 1/3 cup of water, 2 large eggs, 1/4 cup of honey, sweetie, and 1/4 cup of butter. That's half a stick. We're going to put this in the microwave just for about 10 seconds to warm up a little bit. That's so it pours better. And we do want it to pour better. That's for tomorrow. That's not for today. Alright, we're going to mix the water, the butter, and we're going to cut this into some cubies because it's kind of cold and we need to melt this. You don't have to do that. Put it at room temperature. This is first thing in the morning, so put it at room temperature before you start this and you'll be alright. Jade thinks she's going to get butter, or eggs, or both. Hello, Monster. Alright. And the honey. Where are we? We're at 1¼ cups, 1½ cups, I mean. So we're just going to go till we get those 1 3/4. See how it's nice and runny now and it's easier to manage. And there wasn't enough in that. I still have more, so we're still in good shape. And Jade wants the honey too, of course, because Jade wants everything. Okay, in the nuke. Oh, not 5 seconds, you dumbass. You don't want the milk to boil, so watch it. Like every 30, 45 seconds, minute, something like that. Large bowl. 2 teaspoons of salt. Let's start with the flour. a large bowl. 3½ cups of flour. AP flour is sufficient, thank you very much. Half. Oh, come on. 1. Almost 2. Check the milk. Yes, you can put a metal utensil in the microwave as long as it's one metal utensil, like a spoon to stir with, and you can leave it in there. It may get a little warm, but it is safe. Okay, 2. Voila! 2 teaspoons of salt. 1, 2, 3 spoons of yeasties. 2, 3. Okay. Then we're going to stir this around a little bit. We're going to use our no-knead method of using the bottom of the spoon. Fork would do too. Doesn't really matter, does it? Just to stir it around. Milk. Getting there. Alright, we're all combined. Now we're supposed to put the eggs in there, but that's a little warm yet to be doing that too, so we're going to put you on hold for a minute and come back to you. Come on, Jake. As I said, it's Christmas Eve morning here, so I'm making breakfast and I'm making these. These for tomorrow and these for tomorrow morning and breakfast for today. Couple of eggs in our wet mixture. And we're going to whisk those up. Stick the end of a fork. If you have a small whisk, use it. I don't. Not a big deal. Just want to break it up. I'd use a bigger cup. If I had to do this again, I'd use a 4-cup cup instead of a 2-cup cup. Because we're cutting it kind of, and this yolk doesn't want to break. There we go. we're going to pour this in our mixture, stirring. And we just want to get everything wet. We're going to get a spatula and scrape down the sides too while we're doing this. We're not looking for a really clean ball or anything, just like we're doing a no-knead bread. Same principle. Just a lot more ingredients than what we're used to with no-knead bread. This is a no-knead cinnamon roll, by the by, if you haven't figured that out already. Just until you get everything incorporated. Check the bottom. Flour likes to hide at the bottom. And we're done. What was that, 2 minutes maybe? I very highly recommend that you bring your butter up to room temperature. Otherwise, you've got a long wait for it to cool back down again so you can add the eggs. There's our mixture. We're going to cover, and we're going to let it rise for 2.5 hours. And then we're going to roll it out and make the filling. We're going to make the filling and then roll it out. Cut it up. We're going to put it in the fridge for tomorrow morning. Then we're going to cook it. So, as my things just go crazy here again. So we'll see you in 2.5 hours. Okay, 2.5 hours of rest, and we're now going to put this in the fridge for 8 hours, at least 8 hours. This will go for probably 20 hours in my instance, because it's going to be tomorrow morning before I use this. But as you can see, it has risen considerably. There's all kinds of little air pockets in it. A cute little darling. Tomorrow morning, we'll do the filling, the cinnamon and brown sugar filling, and then cinnamon, brown sugar, and butter, melted butter filling. Roll it up, bake it, and then add our cream cheese, confectioner sugar icing. So in the fridge for you. And Merry Christmas. Okay, Christmas morning, and the dough's ready. We're going to get that out of the fridge in a second. We're going to make the filling first. 1.25 cups of packed brown sugar, light, dark, whatever. 2.5 tablespoons of cinnamon, and half a stick, 1/4 cup of room temp butter. You're going to need this because you're going to have to combine this, so make sure it's room temp. And we're going to mix this all together. He said. Until smooth. And we're going to set this aside and pull out our dough. So I'll bring it back in a minute. Alright, as I said, the dough's ready. Nice and proofed it up. We're going to roll this out to about 1/4 inch. We should put the flour down first before we do that, shouldn't we? That's what happens when you get up early, huh? I'm doing this real time again, like I do most things. So, mistakies are coming here. Keep the blooper reel running. a little flour down, spread it out. Now I'll put the dough down. Remember, no knead dough is sticky. Get over it. Yeah. Put a little flour around it so it's not as sticky. Get some more out and hold it on the side. I've used more flour in the past 6 months, 8 months than I've used in my life. Some more. Okay. We're going to roll this out to about 1/4 of an inch. Triangle. No, not triangle. Rectangle. That's the one. So, let's go. That way. So we're trying to keep this rectangled up nice and even. The dough is very soft and fluffy. Very soft and fluffy. Just like Jade wants her. Jade's out there looking. She knows that there's those pieces of beef in the fridge yet for her. Now we're going to put the filling on. You want to leave an edge around the whole way around. This is about the fastest part of the whole damn thing, I think. This is going to squeeze out a little bit too, so we see where we are. See if you can see what I'm doing. Snow globe. Move that out of the way. Go down there a little bit. You don't have to be perfect. You're in the right set of videos for that, aren't you? Okay, now we're going to roll this up with the long side. Bench scraper, pastry brush, whatever, pastry roll, pastry thing. If it sticks a little bit, don't worry about it. Cut that end off, and that end off. Now we're going to get our baking dish out. We're going to slice first. 2 inches, about 2 inches. Let's see. Ooh, I didn't even know I had a scale in it. What do you know about that, huh?
Are you still taping?
What do you know about that?
Are you still taping?
Yes. grandson's opening his Christmas gifts right now. So pardon me a second while I take a break. I'm going to finish this up in just a minute. So we have a parchment rind baking dish. We're going to put our rolls in here.
Is that like your ornament?
My grandson just got Thomas the Tank in. So it was a very big deal. We bought that for him for Christmas. Very big deal. Okay. This made 9. So we're going to pack them in here. Not pack them, we're going to put them in there. You want the sides touching if you can. This is, I believe, a 9x9. Oh, crap. And we're going to let it, we're going to cover it and let it rise for 30 minutes to an hour. We're probably going to let it go 30 minutes. And then we're going to start an oven at 350. 375. Throw our oven on 375 for and preheat, and then we'll be back when they're out of the oven. Or I may even show you before. We'll see. I don't want self-cleaning. It's not at all what I want. Start. Okay. See you in a bit.
What'd you get, baby girl?
Okay, half an hour.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, look
So we're going to throw it in the oven for 40 minutes. Turn it halfway through, and check it 40 minutes to 45 minutes. All right, be back. All right, gonna make our glaze also, our icing on top. Stick of butter, 4 ounces of cream cheese, both of which are at room temperature. Cup of confectioner's sugar. Half a teaspoon of vanilla. That was on a comedy show, so I can't remember who it was. I think it was Soupy Sales. Now, if I had a hand mixer, I'd probably use that to do this. I'm going to do this by hand. But you want to cream the butter and the cream cheese and the confectioner's sugar together. And this is going to be an interesting proposition. So, I will bring you back if and when I have a successful creaming. See you in a bit. Okay, there we are, 40 minutes later. Going to cool for a minute or two. Then we're going to put the cream cheese icing on it. So we're going to do that momentarily. This did come out just fine with a fork. It takes a minute, but it came out fine. There's probably more graceful ways of doing this, but who's counting? I know I'm not. Woo! A splasher on there. And then spread it around with a spatula or something. Jade, leave it alone. Thank you very much. Making breakfast too. Anthony Bourdain scrambled eggs. And bacon, which is just about ready to start. And these will be ready to eat during breakfast, with breakfast, as they cool down to something less than lava flow temperature. Dan's going to complain because there's not enough icing on it. Because there never is enough icing on it. There's never enough icing on it. And I'm almost out of icing anyway, so that's good. That just about did it. You should see this on Boxing Day, the day after Christmas. For those of you Canadian, you knew that, but and for those of you that wish you were Canadian, Murphy. There we go. Cinnamon buns with cream cheese icing. Now you could have added half a cup of raisins to this, to the filling. You could have added half a cup of walnuts or pecans to it. Sky's the limit, whatever. But that's it. There'll be another one today, which will be prime rib, which you'll see probably next Wednesday. Standing rib roast, which has been a two-week video in progress. So we'll see you tomorrow, and Merry Christmas to all of you, and